Welcome to Abstract Boss. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Make sure you guys are saying hello and where you guys are. The last project that I'm going to be able to do before I go back to North Kakalaki. So come on in, you guys. I'm pulling you up on my computer here, and I'm going to have my dad start by masking off the outside part of these end tables. So these are end tables that we're redoing. So that way all of this is protected and we don't have to worry about resin getting all over the place. Okay, so go ahead and start with that, Daddy-O. All right, and our nickname for him is Sammie because he looks like Sammy Hagar. All right, let's see here.
And I have a problem keeping it under 55 too. That has something to do with it.
Okay, muted.
You want to grab that
I can
over
see.
there for me?
Yep, got it. So this is just a masking gun is what it's called, right? Masking gun?
Masking machine.
Masking machine. He uses this at his paint jobs because he's actually a professional house painter. So he does this stuff all the time. I've never actually used one of these things. So definitely cuts down on some time. All right. Alahi, what is going up? Sandra, Robin. Robin says she's been waiting for us all day. Hey, Robin. Hey, Becky.
Well, we hope not to disappoint.
Right? It's going to be an awesome project. So my parents fell in love with the tray that I just did. So if you guys have not seen that yet, I'm going to bring it over. I still got some work to do on it. But look how beautiful that turned out. Just absolutely gorgeous. And so I'm actually going to show you guys when things like this happen, how you can fix them. You can, you know, cut it off, but there's actually a better method, so I'll show you guys that. And so they really loved this tray, so they wanted to redo their end tables, and I had a half a gallon of resin left, which is perfect to cover these. So should be absolutely fantastic of a project. If we are lucky enough to get a little extra, I will cover my copper patina tray that I messed up too. Where can you buy that 3D mask he is putting on? The 3D? You mean the 3M? Like the plastic? The plastic you can get Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. I think the masking machine you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Home Depot or Lowe's. And it folds out. Look how he's pulling it out. It has like folded plastic.
It's actually 4 foot wide.
Look at that.
So like if you stuck it up on a wall, it would go down to 4 feet. They make them in different widths.
All right. I'm gonna bring all this over. These are some of the things that we're working with. We got the blue tape, and then that's connected, same thing with the plastic. He's got some sanding paper. We got the resin.
Oh, hand me that blue tape right there.
Bucket, yeah, I just brought it over. We got a bucket for mixing.
And we actually got them all leveled out earlier, and we're gonna have to move them and re-level them.
Yeah, so you guys will get to see how we're doing that, because I know that's actually a very common question, making sure you have a level surface. On the table, you guys can see back here. Let me lift you up just a little. This back here is the table that I've been working on. So it is not level, and I haven't been able to level my projects. That's why I've had a lot of running issues. But since we're working on the ground, we can actually level everything off. So we're gonna walk you guys through what to do. Everything with this project, okay? Oh, we got some more people coming in. Constance. Robin says, hey y'all, another Robin. Awesome, 2 Robins. Gorgeous, love it. Kev, did we answer your question on that? Where can you buy the 3D mask? Because I think that's what you're talking about. Karen says, hi everyone. Abraham, what's going on? Ida says you're doing this in the living room. Kind of. It's like the spare living room. This is their basement. This is where I stay. So we have it completely plasticed off though. So any of the resin pour over, it's not gonna have any issues. It's a super thick plastic that you would actually use like in your crawl space lining and stuff. And so it's a really heavy duty plastic.
It's not gonna tear.
It's not gonna tear. Let's see. Robin says, I've been looking at my end tables thinking about doing this. So crazy to see you guys doing it. See, it works out perfect, Robin. Little Lulu, what's going on? Janana, watch copyright music. Yeah, no, I actually get all my music from Epidemic Sound. So if you guys want some good music, if you have a subscription with them, you can actually use your music on lives. And I've cleared it up with them, not get in trouble. But thank you, I appreciate you, Janana. All right, Karen says, hi, Sammy.
Hello.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so there are no cracks, nothing that the resin is going to peek through. It's a nice, perfect seal. The plastic is going from this top tape line right here all the way to the ground, and there's no end table possible to suction to that resin. So he's just doing some extra securing right now. He's got everything. I think it's all pretty secured.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're gonna have to move these together and
yeah, so I told him what I recommend is having the projects closer together, just because it makes the whole pouring process so much easier, you guys. Having it so far apart, there's just a lot more mistakes that you can make because you're having to carry resin from over here to over here. So we're gonna move it closer now that they're masked off, because you can't mask it while they're this close. So now that they're masked off, and then you want to make sure you're checking the leveling both ways. This way.
That's pretty good.
Actually, I know. That's crazy. So back here, we needed these little things. We just put cardboard
it's
under
still
it.
up a little bit. Do we want to mess
That's
with
how you can push it up. Well, I mean, we can always take it right back out.
Here, maybe we'll thin these down a little bit.
So what he's doing is he's taking a top layer to help thin it just a little bit more of this cardboard. This is just a box that we found. So
pretty good.
Is it perfect?
Yeah.
Let me put this one up here.
Yours might be a little too thick. Take the thinner part. No,
Is that good?
take the thinner part right there. And
This
just
little
fold
part?
it. Yep, and just fold it.
Okay.
Because that's a little bit too much.
There we go. Is that good?
That's right on the money.
Perfect. Okay, so once you're done re-leveling your surface, you can sand it, because we want to make sure that we have a nice sanded surface to start our project with. For anybody who is on, I see that we have quite a few watchers, so welcome. Would you guys mind smashing that thumbs up button? That would be an awesome, awesome New Year's gift to me. I appreciate it. And I wanted to send a special shout out to Mandy. She sent me 50 bucks on PayPal and made my freaking start of the new year amazing. So I just wanted to personally thank her on my video, because that was amazing. I was breathtaking. It was awesome. Okay. Let's see, Robin says, Stone Coat is my fave. Yeah, I love them, and their customer service is fantastic. BB says, looking forward to this. Oh no, have fun, Noel. I'll watch you, I'll see you in this replay. Petra, what's going on? Oh, do we have the Ring of Death? No, it's working over here. Okay. So let's see. Kev, did Stone Coat change the discount price? Yes, they did. So instead of 30 off of 80, they had a lot of people abusing the Stone Coat discount code. So unfortunately, they had to change it. And that's what happens when people are not honest. So I don't blame them for changing it. So now it's $10 off of $100. So it's still a discount, and it's still amazing, and they're still extremely open and available to help you through your projects. And I still highly recommend them. It's awesome. All right. Let's see, who else dropped in here? Mara, what's going on? All right. Perfect. Everyone's saying hi to everyone else. All right. So you guys see how he's standing it? Look how delicious they look, right? This is not what you want on your nightstand. So we're gonna make these look nice and fancy. For those that dropped in a little bit later, I'm gonna show you guys what we're basing today's art piece off of. The tray that I made, if you guys did not see it, this is how it turned out. Look at that. A lot of the colors sink, and that's the ideal look that you're going for anyways, because it ends up being a hint of color with a lot of gold, and it's just fantastic that way. So look at that, you guys.
So did you tell them why we are doing this to these tops?
Oh, they were, yeah, okay,
They're kind of beat up. They're kind of old. They're about, oh shoot, they got to be about 15 years old. And they're kind of, the lamination is kind of cracked on it. And from setting coffee and water on it and stuff, we've got nicks and dings and all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't use that heavier stuff. I didn't use 120. I used 150.
Oh, okay.
Because I figured that was going to scratch it too much. So I didn't want to scratch it too much.
Oh, well, the resin's going to fill in all the scratches anyways, and we're covering up completely. But he used a 120. I thought it was this one, but he used a different one. So 120. Let's see. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so what he's doing right now is he's using denatured alcohol, which is alcohol mixed with methanol. And he's cleaning the top of this just to get all that dust off. And this is gonna give us the perfect start to our project. I gotta like roll my sleeves up, you guys, that keep falling down. Oh, you guys, so now you can see, let me move this up a little bit. You can see who I got my hair from. Look at this curly hair. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, so while you're doing that then, I'll go ahead and start with the mixing of the resin, just to kind of move it along. Okay, so with mixing our resin, I have a very large spatula, and then, Holly says that's cute. And then I have a plastic bucket. What I'm gonna do once we're done with all of this, I'm gonna set it on its side, and that resin is gonna drain to this end, and you'll be able to take it right out if you leave your spatula like this. You don't wanna leave the whole thing in there because the resin will stick to this side, but if you can leave it like that, it'll stick to this part, the silicone, and it'll come right off. So that'll be something at the end. If I forget to tell you guys, that's how you can get that resin out of this bucket and reuse the bucket. So, and then we have the last of my resin, you guys. Told you, last project. So I'm gonna use the rest of all of this. I took the calculator from artresin.com and entered in the dimensions and doubled it since I have two. And then it told me I needed the rest of this stuff. So that's how you guys can calculate if you're not sure. It actually said 0.47, and I'm just gonna use the rest of it just to have a little extra, because the art resin one usually ends up being just for coating, not for art, and so it sometimes runs out. Where's your gloves? Can I have a pair? Thank you.
I brought my own cool gloves.
Yeah, these things are awesome. So he says he got them from Harbor Freight, you guys. I haven't ordered any from there, but he says he gets them all the time. And these are some like heavy duty gloves. They're amazing, but they're also disposable, so super sweet. All right. Little Lulu says, lucky you to have curls. Oh, I know. It's also a pain in the butt sometimes, but I do love them.
I shaved my head for about 20 years because I didn't like the curly hair. And then my wife, bless her soul, she talked me into growing it back out, and now I'll probably never cut it again. Nice.
Well, you said you're growing it out for Locks of Love, though,
I am. I'll cut it, once it gets about 12 inches long, I'll cut it for Locks of Love, and then I'll let it grow back out. Maybe rinse and repeat. But it's only been, about 2 years to get back.
You got tape in your bangs.
They would probably be down to my chin right now.
Oh, you know, when you pulled your hair up, though, that had me cracking up.
When I put it in a little man bun?
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy won't wear a man bun, but I did it for laughs the other day.
Yeah. Man bun looks totally better, though, than slicking back the curly hair. Just saying. Let's see. That's where I get mine. Oh, Constant gets hers same place. Perfect. Ida says, good. It looks good. They say, love your dad's curls. Mine look the same. Awesome. So if you're having issues with getting the rest of your resin out too, something that I've told you guys before on a live is you can actually put it in hot water to sort of make that resin a little bit more fluid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna turn the hot water on in the sink and set this whole bucket. See how it's got the lid back on? I'm gonna set this whole bucket in that hot water so that way it can make it more fluid. So I'm gonna have my dad talk to you guys real quick while we get this a little bit more movable so I can empty this gallon.
So I've done this a couple of times, I'm a painter by trade. I've done some garage floors with this stuff that I did by my do at work. And she's really good at it.
It's so different too, house painter to an artist.
Yeah, well, I mean, most painters are artists in their heart, I guess, because you kind of got to be an artist to be a painter.
Now, with stuff I did in my childhood, though, did you ever think that I was going to become an artist?
Not really, no. I didn't think you'd become an artist. But with your attitude, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do.
Aw, thanks, Dad. Okay, so I have this all sitting in here. I'm gonna bring them over. You guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you on a little trip really quickly to my sink. Yay! So you can see behind the scenes of how I am heating up my resin. So there's not a lot in there, but I do want to get every bit out that I possibly can. And you can always cut the top off if you want and scoop it out that way too, but I do want it to be a little fluid. So I have the lid on and I have it soaking in hot water, so that way it is just gonna loosen it up. I'm probably gonna do this for just a minute, and then I'm gonna take the rest of it. If I need to, my dad has a box cutter that we can slice through here as well to be able to get the rest of it out, and then
you want to run hot water on it, over it?
No, you don't need to, because it's all soaked at the bottom there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, what about this, like up here?
No, it's already drained down, see? It's all down there. Look at all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Let me see if I can show you guys. So, should be good. You can do it for fun anyways if you want. There you go. Only gonna do it for about a minute though. And then, yeah, so this is some of the other projects I was doing while I was here. This one, you guys, this is why you wait the proper time frame. Look at that. So you want to make sure you're waiting the proper 24 hours before you even try to set anything on it, because that's what happened with me. I was a total space case and thought that I had waited 24 hours, but really I had only waited 12. I don't know how I lost 12 hours there. But yeah, set a cup on there and it just whoop, took a bunch of it off. And so I'm going to have to stand it down and pour some more. Let's see, we missed a few.
And you can't stress
Just
enough.
keep on bragging to someone with bone straight hair. But you know, bone straight can look super sexy too, so. Holly says, that's so awesome of you. My son has battled cancer for 1.5 years now. We just got clear scans and he's, oh yeah, he's in remission. Woo woo! I wish I had a button when I hear stuff like that. That is so awesome. Congrats, Holly, that is amazing. Yay, see everyone saying congrats. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, see, and they won't let me donate to Locks of Love because I dye, so I have dark blonde as my natural and I dye it brighter. So they won't let me donate to Locks of Love, which I think is kind of silly, but I don't know why. I wish someone could explain that to me. Oh, Mom's on. Hey, Mom.
Hey, so you might also want to show them the importance
should be good now.
of making sure your project's level, because this was kind of like that, but and then we left and we came back and it had all flown off.
Oh, like show them the countertop?
Yeah, because like that can turn into something like that because it's not level.
Yeah. So something that my dad pointed out specifically with leveling is the importance of leveling. When you are not leveling a project, the whole thing is going to slide off. So that beautiful artwork that you just created is now going to move. Now there's things that I've showed you guys how to prevent that, you know, twisting it around and trying to level it perfectly, but when you don't have the ability to level, you really got to play around with it, especially people who are doing countertops and you don't have the ability to move it anymore because the countertop's already on the counter.
We did pretty good. We got pretty much all of it out.
Yeah, that was good. So yeah, just work with that for sure. Let's see. It says, that's awesome, Mr. Dad. Holly says, thank you. Luciana says, hey, boss and Mr. Dad. I hope I'm not too late to watch you guys. Nope, you're not. We just showed all the prep work. So you actually prep work. If you want to go back and watch all that, you totally can. Oh, James DeBose says, kick some butt. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Lovey.
Hey, James.
Awesome, awesome. It's like a whole family thing going on now. Chase is over here, too. He's watching us. He said he didn't want to watch us, but I think he changed his mind.
With the camera off camera.
Yeah, he's making faces at you guys.
So what's next, Josh? Tell me what's next.
So go ahead and pour all of that in.
Hi, Daddy.
Now with Stone Coat, you guys, it is a 1-to-1.
Here?
Sure, perfect. It is a 1-to-1 ratio. So I made sure that they were level, and that's why we just poured both of them straight in. If you are not certain that your amounts are level, then you do want to pour them in separate cups before you mix them into the same container, okay? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And then you can get to mixing Now you're gonna mix for at least 3 minutes. I don't say for 3 minutes anymore. I say for at least 3 minutes. Now the reason I started to say that, yep, just get on in there. Make sure you're scraping the sides, make sure you're scraping the bottoms. But the reason I do not say mix for 3 minutes now, even though that's usually the recommended time, is so many people, especially me, where it is snowing outside right now, you're battling colder temperatures, and it's gonna take a lot longer for your resin to mix. So if that's the case, and you wanna slow, like fold it together. So the big thing for us colder environment people is you really wanna make sure that you don't see any cloudy streaks going through there. It's gotta be clear all the way throughout. Now, if you're mixing fast, here's the trick. If you're mixing fast, you're gonna make so many bubbles that you're not gonna be able to see all those cloudy streaks. So you wanna make sure you're scraping the whole side, you're scraping the bottom, you're getting everything, but you're trying to fold it kind of like you are baking, okay? So when you're baking, you're wanting to fold the dough over on itself. So that's something that's really important kind of with resin too, is you want to scrape the side and then fold it over the top. So that way you're always bringing something from the bottom up onto the top and you just keep folding. That's the most effective way to mix the resin, to where you're not going to have a whole crap ton of bubbles, because those bubbles are going to block you from being able to see all those streaks. Okay, so that's a really, really important part of mixing resin. I'm going to look back here on all of these and see if you guys have any questions so far about the setup process. Luciana says, woohoo, let's do this. I do not know what that says. Almudena. Hello. Desde España. Desde, what's desde mean? Desde. I need like a translator in the YouTube chat. Oh, wouldn't that be so cool, you guys? YouTube, get to it. That'd be so cool, because I have a lot of people from foreign countries who try to message with like their own language, and I don't know what they're saying. You gotta mute it if you're gonna play it. No. Mom just came in, you guys. I told you it's a family project today. So let me show you guys how this mixing is working out, okay? I'm gonna bring you closer. Okay, I want you to try to pick some up so they can see the streaks. Yeah, let's do it against your shirt again. That was a good background. So when he's picking some of this up, do you guys notice that it's not perfectly crystal clear? I can actually see those streaks dragging down, and that means it is not mixed enough, and you just want to keep mixing. Okay, so that's the perfect way to test your resin. This is perfect, being able to walk him through while I actually get the video. You guys, it's so different having a two-person dynamic, and I can use the camera.
It would be so, like if you guys are going out to do this, is to go into a paint store, even Lowe's or Home Depot, and ask them for some wood stir sticks, because they're a little bit stiffer, and I think it would be way easier to mix this heavy consistency here.
Well, the stir sticks that I have at home are awesome. They are about this long, and they are all silicone. The whole thing is silicone, and they're hard throughout the whole thing. I think the inside is metal. So they actually, I can't remember, but it is a spatula. It's just like this thick though, instead of this thick. And they're amazing. I absolutely love them because I use them for everything, and the silicone comes right off the whole thing. I can leave that entire stick in and it'll come off the handle, it'll come off the scraper, it'll come off of everything. And those are what I use because they're reusable. You guys know that I'm trying to switch to a bunch of reusable things. That's why I got those silicone wine glasses and things like that, because I want to be able to utilize all of those. No, Ida, they're not.
I think the phone's kind of not level.
I don't think it is either. Let me switch. Order them for me if you'd like. To me, I think that they're a lot more efficient than the plastic because they remove easier. So it's up to y'all. Let's see.
How are we doing here, Ashley?
Missed a few. Do you see any streaks?
No, it looks pretty consistent.
Okay. While I read these, mix it just a couple more times. See, I overmixed. All right. Elahi says, I'm from Iran. Welcome. James says, wish I could donate. Can't from Qatar. Aw, thank you, James. Cindy says, hi, Ashley. I've done acrylic pour in the tray and finished it after a couple weeks with a resin top coat. But when I turn it to the light, you see shiny and non-shiny parts. Do you know what that can be? Cindy, did you clean it with baby powder and alcohol first and then do your resin? And then have you done 2 coats? Those are my questions for you. Kathy says she can use her translator. Yeah. Luciana says, hey, Mom Boss. Again, please, boss, the resin you are using is the same you use as the regular one to canvas or wood projects. Yep, it's the same. Any of my art projects, I'll use the art one. So this is the countertop.
Want to help, bud?
Yeah.
Okay,
this is the countertop one, okay? But I'll use the art one for anything that is not functional art piece.
Come here. Over here. You're going to help me stir.
Oh.
Luciana, he could probably do PayPal.
Stir it up.
Let's see. Where'd you find it? Was on, oh gosh, what is that called? I know, when I remember, I'll share it in the description below.
Hey, look who's getting into the picture here.
Look at that. Everyone say hi, Chase. Baby, I'm going to try to remember where I got the silicone. I got the original ones from Amazon, but they were so expensive that way. I found some I can do cheaper, so that's what I'm trying to get for you guys. But I think I updated them on my website, my Amazon website, which is in the description, so I'll figure it out. Yeah, everyone, I will put them on my Amazon shop so you guys can get them. I'll put them under my resin projects group because I have them under different groups to make it easier.
Hi, baby.
Petra's from the Netherlands. Awesome, awesome. Cindy says baby powder. No. Okay, so Cindy, I definitely use baby powder and then I'll clean it. So douse it with baby powder, like the whole project, and then clean it with alcohol on top of that, and then do your resin, and then do a second coat of resin. You shouldn't have issues with it being shiny and matte. That's not if you clean it properly. So that could have been the issue. Yeah, wow, you have a prince working together. Yeah, I have awesome family. This is cool. What's the difference between the art coat and the countertop? So the art coat has more UV resistance. So if they're hanging it on a wall and the sun is exposing onto it, you want to make sure that you're watching out for that. And then the countertop, I think, is better for the functional because it's stronger, more durable over a long period of time. So perfect. Okay, caught up. So here's what we're going to do now. We have all of our cups set aside. They said hi to you right after you walked out the door, Mom. Yeah, they said, hi, Mom Boss. All right, so what we're going to do is we have all of these cups set aside. Chase, you got to get out of the view of the, there you go. We have all these cups set aside for our colors. The colors we're using are the same ones I used on my other project, but I'm going to walk you guys through them anyways. And then I have a big cup for the big base coat, okay? So,
what about another cup for just scooping out of here and pouring it into those a little bit
yeah,
easier?
that's a good idea. There's cups right there.
Can I pour the
I'll let you help, for sure.
This is a family project.
Totally. And then make sure you guys have your popsicle sticks. Okay, so what I'm going to have little man do is the paints and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What you want to do the very first, yeah, we might actually need 2 of these. Okay, so I have 2 red Solo cups, one to fill up for, you guys stand on this side though, one to fill up for this one to fill up. Fill it all the way to like there. So the idea with this is you're going to want to make sure that you have extra leftover clear resin, so that way you can put it into the little colors or the big color wherever you need it. That's what, if you guys were able to see it on my last project, this is the main color. So the majority of your color is going to go into this black base coat, and then these ones are all going to be little. Let me grab my gloves. Chase, if you touch resin, you immediately take your glove off and put a new one on. You understand?
When I touch it?
If you end up touching resin, because I don't want you to touch the resin, okay?
How much do we want these? About like that?
Yeah, so in these little cups, we're going to fill it up because I don't want you touch your face a lot. So something to watch with kids. If they're working with resin, that's totally okay. But if they put resin on their glove, you want to go ahead and have them change it, because a lot of kids will touch their face and not realize, and you don't want to get the resin on their face. So we have these little paper cups, and they're pretty full of each color. You don't need too much because these are just going to go lacing throughout both of these projects, okay? All right, so Chase, you ready to mix your colors?
Yes.
All right, so the first one we're going to do.
Gotta get my stick ready.
You got to get your stick ready, okay.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to work with the same colors. I just took out the bright orange. That's the only difference. And the rest are all the same. So, this one needs some resin too. And so this one is the crystal brass from Paddy's Pigments. This one is the crystal emerald mixed with the silver black from Paddy's Pigments. Go ahead and stir. Yep, stir slowly. You gotta hold the cup with one hand and stir it with the other hand. You got gloves, Mom? You wanna stir?
There's more gloves right there.
All right. See, family projects.
We got a
I
lot
like
of resin left.
No, we're gonna need it more for the black anyways. This is not gonna be enough to cover the whole thing. So we'll cover what we can, and then we'll pour some more black and cover more. So I'll walk you through that.
Take her jacket off. A little
So
bit.
you can do one too. Here's what you want to do with the acrylic paint. You want to make sure that you're just doing a little bit. It's about 1/10. So last time, the reason I put it on the tip of my popsicle stick was because I only had about that much of resin. But this time, we have this much resin. So you want to go ahead and just pour what you think is about 1/10, and then immediately mix it into your resin. So mix, mix.
Had resin on me.
Okay.
It immediately took it off.
Okay, good job. Yeah, I don't want you touching your face with that. That's no bueno. Here you go, Mama dear. And I'll mix this one.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch my face.
Well, go wash your hands, please. You had the resin on the gloves, but you took the gloves off, so I would like you to wash your hands anyways, just in case.
And then come back.
I mean, what better is there to do something like this? You know, after we go to church in the morning and then we come home and we get a little family project like this to do all together.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
How
You
fun
guys
is
get
this?
your family involved. It's so much fun. I just seen one said, so many helpers. Let's see. Thanks,
Colors.
Izzy.
Need
Hi,
colors.
Chase. Hey, Petra. Okay. Well, Ida, if she used silicone, it wouldn't matter if she cleaned it with baby powder and alcohol. That's why I was saying clean it. But yeah, clean it with baby powder first and then alcohol. Best way, and you can pour a crap ton of baby powder all over it and then rub your hand in circles. I have a video. I'll put it in the description after this project so that way you guys can see that on a wood project before. Okay. You want to start? Okay. All right, and we did this one.
We did that
this
one?
Yeah, that's the one she's doing right there. We did this one. We don't have this one. Here you go. We did this one. Here you go. Stir. And then
Are these all acrylic?
these. So no, these ones are powdered. These ones are the acrylic. The acrylics that we're using are the apple barrel paints, sweet potato, barn red, King's Gold, and melted chocolate.
What's that?
This is the Just Resin Gold. This is the most beautiful gold.
I love it.
This is what it looks like in the container. A lot of it does sink though, so that's something to keep in mind. I still enjoy my Pinata alcohol inks as my favorite. Okay, Mom will have you do one of these black.
Can I stir it
You
again,
get-
Mama?
Hold on, bud. I'm gonna have you do something different now, okay?
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, so this is just the stone coat base coat. I'm gonna pour some in here. Go ahead and use the spatula to stir, Mom. Right there. Okay, go ahead then. You're gonna have to use a popsicle stick. Alright. And let's see. Now, if you have a decent amount of resin left in your bucket, make sure you agitate it. Agitate it means stirring it every so often. Every few minutes, honestly, is the best policy because it will start to cure in the bucket if you have this much stacked together. Okay?
Now, doesn't it create heat too?
If you're not stirring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll definitely create heat. That's a good thing to point out.
That was one of my problems that I had with that garage floor was I thought I had everything under control and I didn't get it out of the bucket quick enough and it started to set in the bucket. So when I poured it out, I had pretty much a big mess.
So you didn't, probably jelly too. So you probably did not have a long working time resin either. So that makes a big difference. I know a lot of you guys are, hey, I want to go cheap, so I'm going with things like Promarine. Now, Promarine is super stinky for one, and yeah, it works, but the issues that you're going to have far outweigh, so for me, I feel like getting something that's going to last longer, not going to have issues with smell, not going to have issues with durability or UV issues, all of those things are worth it to pay a little extra for the stone coat. Now these little ones, I'm gonna go ahead and set aside. They have a little bit of resin in them. So I'm gonna set those aside. And then, I keep hitting my head on this thing. Now all these colors, we're also gonna set aside.
Well, we can start just on this one, couldn't we? So we keep the colors handy?
Nope.
No?
Nope, you wanna do both of them at the same time, and there's a good reason for it, and I will show you.
I believe you.
All right, you better. I've been doing this for a while now.
Like I said, my project got all screwed up.
That's all right. All right, so we are gonna work through it. Chase, I'll tell you what you can do in just a sec, okay? You have gloves, bud?
Yeah.
All right, so here, you can come over here.
Stir.
No, this is already stirred. So what I'm gonna have both of them do is pour this black onto the end tables. Pour, child, pour.
The whole thing?
Pour the whole thing. You're gonna need the whole thing. Now start from the center and work your way out like Chase is. He sees me do it more.
Well, hand me that spatula back. I'll show you what I'll do.
Oh no, Mom, we had it leveled.
Oh, what did you do?
We had it leveled.
It's on a thingy.
No, it was all leveled though, baby.
That's all right.
Well, it looks
That's all right.
level. It's not
Do you wanna
rolling
pull the
anywhere.
leveler over before we spread it out? So you can use the spatula to move it out. You can also go ahead and set these on any empty space you can find. No, because we're gonna put more in it.
So you know what else you can use?
You can use your glove.
For spreading this is one of those magic trails. Have you ever used one of those?
I have one! Oh, you guys, I completely forgot. I have one. I ordered one, so let me grab it real quick.
Let me go wash my hands again.
Yep.
Because you just got resin on me.
Oh, I did I?
On my gloves.
All right, so I gotta get the tape off of this thing.
No, that's not a magic trail.
Oh, it's not? I thought this was. Well, this is really effective to spread the resin. So Mom, what I'm gonna have you do, if you would like, is grab those 2 red Solo cups again, and then pour resin into them, and we'll mix more black. I'll pour the black in there for you.
But I can see how that would work really
Yeah,
good.
so this is a notched trowel.
Notch trowel.
Yeah.
It's usually used for like glue. For spreading glue, like if you're gonna glue something down to a floor, like carpet or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we were carpet down here. Okay, so the tape is on here. I gotta get this tape off, you guys. But this is a notched trowel that I got from Stone Coat. I think it was like $5. So,
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
yeah, it was
That's
super cheap.
That's cheaper than a magic trowel.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
magic
then
trowels
definitely
are
go
really
for
good
this.
for like big, huge areas.
There we go. Look at this, you guys. And it'll peel off and clean off of this too. So just make sure you clean it before you stop with your project. That's a big thing. So this is going to help it be a lot more even. Now, I'm going to show you guys a close-up real quick so you can see that there's still some brown showing through. And this is why you want to have a really good amount of base color. You can still see brown. So we're still working on getting some more. And that's what my mom is doing right now. She is mixing it. There we go.
There is no black in there yet.
I know.
Where's the black at?
Is that the black?
Yep.
No,
Go ahead and just open the lid.
The other cup, Ashley wanted resin in
Just
there.
you can just do it all in that one if you want, and then just pour from that one. That's fine. Make it easier for you.
So how much should I put in here, Ash?
110.
110?
Yeah. So squeeze. I'll tell you when. About right there.
I hear my howling dog.
Yep. All right. Oh man, look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love it. Look at that. That's beautiful.
That's kind of slick.
That is so cool.
Ooh. Can I use it?
No. Knowing you, something will happen.
And we want to keep it on the top.
We want to keep all of this on the top of it. We don't have any extra resin to work with.
Here, baby.
Oh, man, look how nice that levels out, too. So try to get slightly closer to the edges now that I've evened it out some.
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you try to even that one out, too?
Yeah, we're going to do that because that's a huge difference. It looks awesome.
Mommy, when
Cool. I will let you know. I'll need you to sit quietly until then, okay? Yeah, you know better. Okay. Yeah, there's not as much on this one, so that's why it's different. Go ahead and pour the rest over there.
Here, would you like me to do that?
Sure. You have gloves on. Perfect. Okay. So we're just leveling it out now, so that way we can start on the project. So the majority of your resin is all in this part right here. The rest of it is just these little teeny tiny cups that you're gonna use for accenting. So let's see, Chase, you can definitely help with reading. Let's see what we've missed out. Okay, let's see. I didn't use silicone in the paint though. Do I also clean it with baby product? Yeah, you still would. Focus camera. Is it not focusing? It should be. It looks focused on mine. I'm a little bit of a control freak with my art. I even muscle it on the grandkids' crafts. I love it.
Gloves. Hi.
Awesome, awesome. I've got them on my laptop and AB on my phone. You guys are so awesome. Sweet, sweet. Gloves, yeah, definitely gloves. But I wasn't touching it, that's why I didn't have them. Love the way it ripples, then levels. Yeah, it's so cool. And so you'll want to clean that with paper towel first to get the majority of it off, and then clean it with alcohol.
What do you think, Ash?
Tracy says, hi, boss family. Look forward to seeing how it looks. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
So let me take them close. Yeah.
What would you like to do
Look at that.
This?
Perfect.
Just that itself looks cool.
It's beautiful. Okay, so there we go. Let me get that
I
to
wonder if that rag
settle.
that I used to have the denatured alcohol in it would clean that off.
You can use just regular alcohol too, though. Oh, you already had
I already have
denatured. Yeah.
alcohol.
That should. Where is that?
That's right. Over here.
Okay, so let me get some gloves to do the next part of the project. Okay, so something that I'm also bringing over is a heat gun and a blowtorch. Two essential items. I use both of them. They both have their purpose in my studio.
Someone said, don't forget to chomp up the sides.
Yeah, we'll work on the sides in a sec. This is all angled. One sec here. Mom, you're the best person with knots. Would you, or actually here, would you unplug it up there real quick? You'll have to switch your gloves. Never mind. Got it.
This is actually holding up on there really well, actually. We got these nice and level.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. It's not going to drain off, and that's what we need. Especially for a project
Which
like
one's
this.
mine, babe?
This side's, I don't know. This side's not quite level because somebody was messing with our stuff. Here, let
He's
me.
going to give you so much crap for that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll add it to the pile.
Right?
I'm cleaning up a little bit the mess so that we don't end up walking in it.
Stepping over it. Okay, cool. So he's using that denatured alcohol to clean it up. And then we have this giant blowtorch to get the bubbles.
Oh. Wow. That is the best one
Would you agitate the bucket behind you, Mom?
Watch out, comes across.
Yep.
No, we don't have any here.
That's okay. It'll start flowing off once we do the project. Okay, let me get the... There's a hair in this one, though. Could you grab your glove and get that off?
A couple long-haired people around here. I don't know how.
Hey, I put my hair up.
I think
What
I
is
got it.
that? There's something over here, too. So grab whatever that is. Okay, so at this point, it's a good time to look and see if you guys have hair and things sitting in your resin so you can take them out. Let's see. That trawl is great. Yeah, it really is. I freaking love it. Okay. Okay. Don't forget to chop out the sides. Yeah. Okay. So, now what you want to do is, we're going to get ready to start pouring some colors on. So what he's doing is he's just smoothing out the sides. Go ahead and get a little bit from the bottom that's fallen right here since you have gloves. And I'm going to have you sort of pour it right on this edge right here. There you go. Perfect. There's a bunch over on the ground over here if you need extra. You can get some right there. And then down here. So this is just to make it nice and bubbled on the edge there. Looks like something in the far table. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means.
Something in the floor chamber?
I don't know. But there's also, I can see it in the video here, there's a hair right there. Can you get it?
I don't know.
You can kick it like that if you didn't.
You just dropped
It says Daddy needs a
Oh, did I?
ponytail band.
Oh, I did. My shirt's dropping them, you guys. All right, perfect. So, as a reminder too, if you guys are enjoying this, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. Appreciate you all watching and having a good time with my family and I. Where's those? Right here. Move them over here.
I guess I should have brought a box of these up. Man, that just looks good. Just that looks amazing.
Don't you say that, because we're not leaving this just black. We're doing more awesomeness to this.
Is there something right there?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Those will come out. It's okay. So that's what happens when you mix a lot of resin too. You're gonna get a lot of bubbles. Definitely an issue. Okay, so we got a lot of resin over here in these little cups with the different colors. I'm gonna do similar technique. Actually, I'm gonna talk my mom and dad doing it, so they can try to. Chase, do not interrupt, please. So I can walk them through it because I want them to be a part of making this project since it's theirs. It's their end tables. So I'm gonna give you guys both a couple colors. We're gonna work with the brown first.
Well, this is yours.
And the orange first.
It's dirty. Mine's clean.
All right.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I just meant it has a little spot is all, honey.
Now I'm gonna show you a couple different techniques that you can use, okay? When you're pouring on top of. You can use just a drizzle technique, and drizzle, you just scoop it onto your popsicle stick and you let it drizzle off into your lines. Okay, now we're not making a whole crap ton of lines, we're just allowing a couple drizzles. See, we're starting to make too many lines over here though. So you want to have just nice solid lines. There you go, see, following mine, that's perfect. Doing X's, that works well too. And then you can just drizzle it out, always curve it a little because lines are not always perfectly straight. And then another technique is you can actually just take and pinch a little bit of your paper cup, hold your popsicle stick back, and you can pour it and allow it to just come out on your table.
I like those blobs in front.
Then do more blobs. I'm gonna pour just a little bit more yellow over here.
I got a blob there.
Plenty of yellow.
Perfect. Oh, don't worry, that yellow sinks. That's why I didn't mind pouring it. I did a lot of yellow on my other one too, and you can sort of get rid of it. It does sink. Okay, now try to do a little bit thicker of lines though, especially with the metallic colors, because those are super beautiful and you want those to sit up top as much as possible. So with the metallic colors, I like to do thicker lines, specifically because of that reason. Ooh, that's gonna be cool.
Honey, is my next,
All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Baby says Daddy needs a ponytail. He's got his hair going all over the place. Awesome, awesome. Cheryl says fun to watch. Robin says this was definitely worth the wait. Awesome. You guys are going to absolutely love this project for sure. Luciana says I'm so in love with this already. I love this black. Yeah, their black is fantastic, you guys. Seriously. Constance says Mom's a pro after making the geode. Woo! Oh man, this is awesome. Okay, now what my dad is trying to do over here, and I'm going to show you guys. Oh, this is so perfect. Being able to control this a little bit more. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of what he's doing. So he was trying to do some spikes over here, and that's actually going to add some cool effects once we use the heat gun to get it out too. This orange, Dad, just so you know, is going to be heavier, so it will sink to the bottom more. So you might want to do darker lines if you do like that orange, or thicker lines if you do like the orange sitting out. And then the one that my mom is creating is going to be super sweet because we're going to be able to drag these colors over top of each other out towards our black to be able to create some awesome cells over top of our base coat. Okay, now
have that red.
Totally thought about it too. The base coat is lighter. It's light, so it does float up to the top. Everything else is heavier, so it is sinking to the bottom. That's why when you do the base coat over the top of the colors, it just sits there because it's not heavy enough to sink down. So that's why it has to be on the bottom, and you have to float your colors over the top of the base coat. I know that was a common question, and I finally figured out the legit answer for that. So you're welcome. Perfect. All right, so Mom, what you can start doing, absolutely, this looks fantastic. So what you can start doing is, where's those paper cups? Right here. I can run upstairs and grab some parchment paper, but you can swipe. So what I was doing was I took a couple cups, and then you'll just take little bits from that. You can do parchment paper, you can use whatever you really want to be able to create something to swipe. You can use that trowel if you want, different things like that.
Yeah, right.
Is that color?
There's 2 of them.
But what I'm going to recommend for you to do, because I know you were like, oh wait, that's enough yellow, you know, so specifically with the yellow, you'll want to make sure that you're dragging colors over top of it so that yellow sinks down. Okay, so what you can do, yep, is you're going to take it from a color, not from the black, from a color, and you're going to drag it over top of another area, but make sure you're ending on top of your black. Because what's going to happen is it takes that color over top of the base coat, and the base coat will eventually start to give it some cells. So this is one way to do it. Another way to do it, let me set this down really quickly. I'll put it in that one. Another way to do it is you have a heat gun, and your heat gun you can utilize to move your colors. Now gold I would recommend doing last too, so just so you know we're going to use more gold. But you can use the heat gun to push it over top of your base color, and then look at all those little cells it creates. I'll move you guys closer. Here you go. Dad's got you closer. Let me move this one out a little. So when you're using the heat gun, I love the effects that it makes. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful?
I'm not sure if I'm getting it or not.
Nope. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Look at that, you guys. That's the gold over top of the base coat. So that's why it's really important to take those colors over top. Okay, so Mom, if you want an effect like this, you want to switch to the heat gun so you don't do too much swiping. Because swiping can bite you in the butt too.
So I have these things. I wish I would have figured it out beforehand, but I got these sponges that you can get. Well, I get them from Sherwin-Williams that they use for doing sample colors and stuff. Mm-hmm. And you can just use the sponges to move your stuff, and they're all exactly the same size and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. And this heat is also going to help break up those bubbles. So check this out. Look at that.
I like that. You know, oh,
that so
really
cool?
Like that.
That green one turned out
really
super
cool.
awesome. So yeah, so here's the heat gun if you guys want to work with it. And then I will work with the, oh, that's pretty cool too, the flowiness of that.
You know, I wonder if, have you ever used like a can of air just because?
Try to stand on the side there too, Mom.
It's not coming on.
So, really? It just stopped working? It's not plugged in. Oh. That's why I held it at the thing too. So, can of air does work. It kind of makes a mess too though. So, I've also used straws. So I'm going to take you guys closer to both their projects.
Wow.
Look at the movement that my mom has going on in her piece. I love it. It's so flowy. Now, if this is too heavy for the base coat to pop through and it has difficulty creating cells, I do have alcohol to give her to spray. That was something that you guys asked what I had in the spray during my last project. Now, something that you're doing, Dad, I want to make sure that I'm going to point out, you're heating it, but make sure you're angling it enough to really push it over top of your black instead of just, there you go. Push it some more though. Go back, push it some more. See, look at that. You got to heat it up and then push it, and then that'll create your effects. Okay, and you could really work with that brown over here, or put some more of that green metallic right there, right on top of that, and push that over your brown, and that'll look really cool. Right here. Oh, look at that movement. Oh, that looks so cool. And these are both going to be so unique, but both the colors are the same, and they're going to pull right through. Let me set that back down. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions so far. Man, look at that movement. That's awesome.
Oh, yours is wicked. Looks like a bunch of flames. I like yours better than mine.
Dad and his flames.
I love the flames.
Awesome job, Mom. That's cool.
Well, I am a 60s kid, so.
Yeah.
You know,
all right.
flames.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to take the blowtorch for you since you have messy gloves.
You have fun.
It's just popping bubbles. Okay, now do you want cells like this happening?
Yes.
Okay,
like
so go ahead and throw those swipers away.
I'd even like to just add a little bit of that
Throughout?
throughout. Just this right here.
Okay, so you're going to try to...
over.
I want to swipe mine.
Well, yeah, use the heat gun first then. And then, Dad, where did you put that spray alcohol?
It's right over there.
Okay.
Hey, hello, your fingers.
Oh, what the heck are you doing? You set me up. You set me up for failure.
How do you turn this off?
Turn it off right there.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so this was just a little Orbeez thing that I had in my niece's project, and I kept it when she didn't need it anymore, and I just put alcohol in it. So I also have a couple drops of Resi Blast in there from that Resi Blast video, so I haven't taken that out. Really, I find that I just like the alcohol in there, just so you guys know. And then it sprays right out. It's a very fine mist spray though, so you want to make sure that you have to direct where it's going. Okay. Let's see. Cheryl says, fun to watch. Awesome, awesome.
Actually, I'm good.
I'm so in love with this already.
I think that's great.
Mom's a pro. All right. Ruined. It will never make it to Antiques Roadshow. All right. I don't think it's ruined. I think it's sweet.
They're not antiques.
Yeah, they're not antiques anyways.
I bought them at Costco.
Oh, look at these cells coming out now too.
Yeah, I see.
Did you already spray it?
No, that's why I stopped. I'm like,
oh,
I've seen these.
Did I spray it on accident?
No, you just heated it with the heat.
Yeah, look at that. That's looking good.
And so then I stopped. I'm like, no, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at that.
That's looking
Look
cool.
here,
Are you sure I didn't accidentally spray that?
Because
it's got some
I didn't see.
I sprayed it this way, so maybe some of it came over onto it. But that's looking cool. So that's what the spray does, is it creates all these cells.
Ooh, let me have more spray.
Not with those gloves, you may not.
Oh, come on now.
Let me bring you guys
sticky.
closer.
It's already sticky.
Yeah, sticky but not resined. Look at that. There you go. You got to keep it straight up and down, yeah.
I'm trying.
Is it not coming out? I'll put more alcohol in it. Oh, there it goes. Boom. Okay, keep it, leave it. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing.
Oh, oh look at mine. She hit mine. Look at mine.
Oh, look at all this. This is so cool.
What the hell? Holy smokes, it did go over to yours, huh?
That's freaking cool as shit, though.
He loves it.
Wow, that is so cool. Oh, this is beautiful.
These are awesome. These are awesome.
Look at that. That is so pretty.
Yeah, my mom's got a lot of like flame-looking stuff.
Perfection.
Mic drop.
Bye,
Heat gun drop.
elbow smash.
Elbow smash. Ah, that was great.
Man, oh man, yeah, don't touch it, honey. Look at that. No more. Look.
I gotta do something with this yellow. This is just kind of.
No, it's perfect.
This yellow's just here.
It's perfect.
I'm gonna fade it a little bit.
We can put some gold in it.
Oh no, I love yours more, honey.
So someone just said that too. Who said it? Tracy says both look brilliant. Thanks, Tracy.
No, yours looks
Cheryl, I got your close up. Hope those worked. Bake Down says no ventilation. Breathe deep. Looks great, by the way. Awesome. Cheryl says I love your dad's best. Karen says they look so good. Luciana says he looks like Sammy Hagar sometimes. I'm like, yeah, that's why we call him Sammy.
Can I add more to mine?
You totally can. So what I recommend, once you get your colors down, I highly recommend doing your gold last. So working on the gold now. And you're going to want to add gold that goes along with the movement of your piece. So this, oh man, look at this.
I need a thingy.
Another glove?
Yeah.
There's a purple one where? The box of purple gloves.
Oh,
Where'd
right
they go?
here. Right here.
Oh, right in front of you.
Mr. Chase.
Look at this part right here. This is my favorite part.
That is my favorite.
Let me bring this. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? It's hard to get the metallic in there. That's awesome. So this one part that I want my dad to get rid of though is
that brown spot.
That brown spot right there.
I agree. That was kind of a blobby mistake.
Yeah. So these ones are not for sale, Bake Down. These ones are theirs. They're doing their own project for something that's going to go in their bedroom. I do sell a lot of my stuff though. You can go to abstractboss.com if you're interested in any of my resin work that I do. But it is also a hobby. I started as a hobby and then turned it into a business. I love what I do. Cheryl says, yeah, most of all the fun family time. And Mom's looks better now, she said. She likes it now.
Thank you.
Ooh, yeah, see, I like that you're breaking up the movement a little bit. I would work with the gold though, so you have some gold sitting on top like Dad does.
I'm gonna.
Dad, with yours right here, because it's still piled out, I would spread it out more over top of your black.
All right. Well, you're the pro here, so. It's like me telling you how to paint your house. You better listen to me.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay, this is not.
It's not going on now? I don't know why. It just randomly shuts off. There we go. So I would spread it out this way though. So your movement goes with the flow of what you've already done. And then, yep. Now come from this direction and push it out some more. Push it out though. Keep going there. There you go. Keep going. There you go. There you go. Look at that. See? That's how you create your cells. Push it more. Now come here and push out that way.
Oh, okay. Now it's starting to make sense.
Yeah. Like I didn't explain it before. Oh, love it. Bake down says, good for you, keep grinding. Oh, I will. 2019 is gonna be epic. All right, now something you can do, Mom, if you don't want to use the heat gun, you can always use your gloves to break up the drops.
I'm gonna try that heat gun and see how it goes.
Well, if you don't do too much gold, you're not gonna have as much shininess. So let me show you something with this, okay?
All right, I need some color right there where the brown is, Ash.
Shiny metallic is because of the gold. This is the green. That's the difference, okay? So if you want more of that shiny, get that gold up in there. What'd you say, Dad?
Grab me a color to put over this brown. Get something in that brown.
Yeah, take this green.
I like that bluish green. That aqua color or whatever.
Yeah, that's this one. Here you go.
Ah, you took my color.
Here, hold this for me for a minute.
Well, I'll just swap you places. Hang on, honey. Let me come by.
So the only other thing that I'd recommend for you guys who are traveling is take 2 heat guns with you because this one cuts in and out for some reason. Luciana says, Mom's a cutie and she's working hard on details. That's the kind of art we like to see. Way to go, Mom Boss. Awesome. I like that, Mom Boss. Robin says they look amazeballs. I am definitely inspired. Yeah, get it, girl. Go take that inspiration and make something beautiful. Or fail and fail and fail and fail and fail again until you make something beautiful. Because we do not shun failure here. Ina says, quick question, since I came in late, did you video taping off the furniture? Sure did. So make sure you watch the replay once it's up. So make sure you really work on it. Keep going. Now you can stop shaking. Watch. Sorry. Really focus on it. There you go.
So the more it heats up, the more it moves.
Yep.
Okay. I got it. Ooh, I love it.
Just make sure you're not staying on it too long because you can burn resin. Just get it enough to be fluid and move over your surface. Luciana says, can I show the green again? Absolutely. Donna, green right there. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. All right, Dad, did we fix? Oh, we did fix this a little bit more.
Yep,
now we just need the heat gun.
Yep.
Cool, look at this.
Mom's
Does it work? Connecting. Connecting. And it's back on.
Slight little technical
Working
difficulties.
now. All right, awesome. Oh, just the cup. Do you have the green cup, Dad? You have gloves.
No,
Can you come grab it and show it closer for them to see? So this is the emerald green mixed with the silver black. Sort of angle it a little more. There you go. Yeah, look at how pretty that is. Perfect. Luciana says, the green turned like marble when you poured, or is it just the way the camera shows? So not when I poured. You actually have to use the heat gun to spread it out some more. All right, perfect. Cool. Yeah, these are gonna be awesome by your bed.
For a second, so I can run this. Give me.
Now really focus if you're trying to blow it out that way.
I know.
Oh, look, that's cool.
I'm just trying to create a crack.
So you said I can just rub it, right?
Now another way that you can create that crack, yeah, you could rub it, but that's gonna create a lot of smears, and yours doesn't have smearing, hers has smearing. So you don't want to do that on your piece. Another way to create a crack look is you can take this popsicle stick and you can pull it through your same colors, but now it's going to break up some more because it's not just a perfect drizzle.
Perfect.
So
that's good. Leave it.
Okay, and then you can also pull it aside. You can pull it out and swipe with your popsicle stick. You can take this and pull it out this way. A bunch of different ways
May
that
I
you can work on
squirt a
that.
tiny bit?
Yeah. Stay away from Dad's though. He might get you. See, and look at the big cells that you've created over here. Okay, so really come back here and work on pushing it over.
Oh
Like
man,
this.
mine is
See, look at that.
perfection. Look at that. So flippin' pretty.
See that? Now we're pushing it over the brown, so that way the brown is still there, but we're gonna get rid of some of it. And then it's all over top of that base coat, so it's gonna create those cells. If you don't have enough cells though, you can use the spray like Mama's doing. Look at that.
Oh, that's
See,
good
that
right there.
looks
Yeah,
super cool.
yeah, that's
Let's
good.
break this up right there though. There we go.
Yeah, like it, like it.
Yeah, that's cool. And see, just keep in mind you have a lot of negative space and hers does not. So if you want them to somewhat sort of come together, you want to get rid of some of your negative space.
That's
and
right.
negative space is not...
Get rid of your negative space.
Your negative space. Make it a positive space, you guys.
Isn't that pretty? I love it.
Love it, love it.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, I love this. Look at that.
Everyone says,
So pretty.
awesome, so pretty, awesome. It is very metallic. Yeah, Luciana, the Paddy's pigments are super metallic. So I have a discount code in the description below if you guys would like to order some of theirs. I absolutely love them. Yeah, we hit it with alcohol too. Will it just try with time or will you need to add sealer? Bake down, so the thing with any resin is after a couple years, it would probably be a good idea, after a few years actually, it would probably be a good idea to sand it and re-resin it just to give it that nice shine again and bring that whole artwork back to the top. Because if you're using it as functional art, things are going to be set on it, you're going to be scratching it up, even though it is scratch resistant, so make sure that you guys know that it is a good idea to bring that back. Now the other thing is, if they can, it is really good to do a second layer on top, especially when you're using alcohol, and if it's too set, that alcohol will create pits, and that's totally fine, but you'll just have to do another seal coat right on top. Growling Cheetah says, oh, sending it again because it crashed. Okay, that's gorgeous. Both of them, love your fam. Lots of love from Montreal, Canada. Awesome! And you love resin jewelry. So cool. I tried the jewelry geodes once. I'm not a huge fan of the small things.
No, I think yours is badass.
Luciana says, as soon as I get back to Cali, I will get it from you for sure. I love the colors. Yeah, Luciana, if you go through Vegas, that's where they're at, and you can stop by their store and get it because they're fantastic.
Can we add some more blue right here?
Baketown says, functional art is legit AF.
You got it right there?
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
love that blue.
Robin
It's
says
so
they're going to
pretty.
end up switching when they're done.
I think I'm gonna get some more over there.
You hear Robin? She says you're going to end up switching when you're done.
Yeah.
Probably. He loves
Love
the
that
flames,
there.
and she loves that. That's funny. So basically, they just made each other a gift for the New Year's.
We did, huh?
Oh, man, these are fantastic. I'm going to bring you guys in here again so you can see the close-ups. Oh, one of you guys touched this with resin hands.
No, not me.
Probably me.
Oh, it was probably my father. You just ruined my brand new tripod.
No, it cleans off, remember?
Yeah, I'll clean it right now because that'll
Look
suck.
how pretty.
Look at that.
That looks really cool with where we went over it with the brown, actually, and you pushed it all out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
this
turned
is
out
what we
really
did to
cool.
turn the brown
Yes.
away. Yeah.
That looks incredible.
So I always recommend putting the metallics on top. Now, something that's going to happen is these are going to flow over the edge, you know,
Here, let me
things
stop
like
right
that.
now and I'll hit it with the...
More alcohol?
Good. Whoa, whoa.
Look at that. That's
yeah.
way cool.
So this, where'd we pour more at? Right here?
Yeah, that took up some negative space. Push it out some more. That way. That way. There you go.
Okay, one little squirt.
Hold on. Wait, because watch, let go. Now watch how it's going to create some cells anyways. Oh, it's coming together because of the base coat. It'll create cells. It'll just take time. I think my mom's having a lot of fun with the alcohol.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Ah, you're spilling. You're spilling.
Ah, then my hair stuck to it.
It's a good color.
Oh, no. Oh, we got a couple messages here. Let me see.
Right over that gold. I love that blue.
Sure I will. Vegas is our backyard. Awesome,
One more
awesome.
blue right here.
See you in February. Is that when you get back?
One more blue right there.
Karen says, Boss Ma'am loves the alcohol spray. Yep, that's what I said. She loves it.
Yes, yes.
Grilling Cheetah says, should Mom wipe down her edges like Dad did? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dad, you want to help her with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me finish moving this around.
Perfect. How about tilting? You totally could. You know, so if you guys want it to move a specific way, you could take this whole piece and tilt.
This thing's dead.
Yeah, that's why I said have two. It cuts in and out. So ideally, like with countertops, of course, you can't do that. But with things like this, you totally can. So if you want all this movement to come down this way a little bit, you can totally tilt it off the side. But if you don't have too much resin to play around with, you don't want to do that either, just in case.
So when I'm rubbing on these sides, just...
Luciana says, cheers, Mom Boss.
Just cheers. So that you know, when you're rubbing across here, you're going to feel it kind of rigid. Just keep rubbing it until it smooths out, and then that way you know that whole edge is covered, because these kind of go back towards the base of it.
Yep, exactly.
That's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to take this extra clear, and I'm going to put a top coat on top of my other project really quickly. I'm going to show you guys the copper patina. It totally turned out awesome, but I totally screwed it up too. Where's your sanding paper, Dad? Oh, right here. Never mind, I found it. So when you're doing a seal coat, this will be for people who have not done that yet. Oh, just hit it. It worked.
There you go, right there, babe.
So this is my copper patina. I love the way it turned out, but I set a cup on it way too early. So just to make sure that when you're putting a seal coat on top of something, you sand it down with the sanding paper. It's not going to ruin your art piece. It looks like it, but it's not going to ruin your art piece. And it gives the resin something to grip onto. Okay, that's the most important thing. Your resin needs something to grip onto. If it does not, what's going to happen is it's actually going to be able to peel off. So, no bueno. All right.
You might have stepped on this, honey, in your
A long time ago, I did.
Robin says, hey, AB, question. What glitter works in spray bottle with alcohol? Robin, I don't put glitter in spray. I put metallic pigments. Paddy's Pigments. I put the metallic powdered pigments in there with alcohol, and it's perfect. I think glitter is too thick to go through one of those sprays.
That is so beautiful.
So, metallic pigments. Growling Cheetah says, excellent Dad and Mom Boss. By the way, the smaller heat guns I find overheat.
You sure you don't want
yeah, that makes sense.
do more of that?
So that's probably what happened. But that's all I could fit in my luggage.
My hands are
So you guys can see I'm just sanding it down right here.
I like this, I don't like that, right there.
No, it's fine.
You can tilt it, just like they were saying. You can tilt the whole thing so until all this comes off, if you want to do that.
Okay, that's far enough. Don't go all the way over.
Now since it's not super fluid anymore, it might take a long time, or she might have to use the heat gun to heat it up and move it. Otherwise, it's not going to move.
Move it, baby.
Use the heat gun.
Nothing. No. Oh, it's starting to move. It's moving.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
moving.
Good.
That's cool. So another way you could do it is heat it up
It's
while
dripping,
it's
Amy.
flat.
Hold it back a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, leave it while it's flat and heat it up and then tilt it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Set it down.
That's so much better. Yes, that's so much better. It's good now. Leave it. I like it.
Hold that right there.
No, 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 no. It's perfect.
She's going crazy with that spray.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
that is so
that looks
perfect
so
now.
cool, though. You guys, I can't wait to get some close-up pictures of these.
Really
I
pretty.
will post them on my Instagram for sure because these are fantastic.
Thank you.
I love them. What do you guys think of these? Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button because you guys are fan-freaking-tastic. And I love y'all. But look at this. Check and make sure. Look at an angle and see if you see any hairs.
I did see some
Does
hairs.
this need
Grab some
wiped?
hairs.
Or does that float down? Does that need wiped? Smooth?
In a minute.
Okay.
Grab those hairs.
I think you got a hair right somewhere right there.
Hey, hey. Don't go touching.
You know, actually, whenever we're doing like painting cabinets or something like that, and we have a hair in there, it's not...
I don't see a hair.
Paint is not quite as forgiving as this stuff is, but we used to use a needle and just grab it with the needle and pull the hair out.
I don't think that's a hair. I think it's a little teeny bubble.
I've used needle, popsicle sticks. I've also used tweezers.
Okay, don't let Dad mess with mine.
Hey, these gloves are great. Look, I was just putting them on, and yeah. These aren't meant for my hands, apparently.
I know, honey. Don't be messing with mine. I gotta go check on Copper.
Yeah, these gloves are not very good, actually.
No, these blue ones suck. These ones I had to get from the store because I didn't pack any.
That is so flippin' pretty.
Oh, you got this right here. Look at that. You need to get rid of that.
Leave it. Oh, I do need to get rid of that a little bit, I see. Oh, you've got it all sticky, honey. It don't work.
Hit it. What's it on? Now hit it.
Wait for it to cool down.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait.
Oh.
You can use the blowtorch to pop the bubbles though. Do you want me to blowtorch it?
My hands are ick. Yeah, there you go. It's just this, oh, it's not bubbles.
It's right there.
It's just this little line.
It's got a line in there.
So you can heat it up a little bit. I think Stone Cold do it this way. They heat it up a little bit first, and then they sort of just take a quick push to it. But I don't feel comfortable doing that. It makes me so nervous.
Makes me nervous.
I know. I don't like it.
Oh, you turned it off.
Oh, it worked!
Well, that did work kind of good because you heated it up, so now she can
Yeah, and
move
then
it
now
around.
she can just move it right away. Really push on it though, Mom. There you go. All right, let me take off the bubbles of this one. This is looking super cool with all that gold.
You're going to get one of those when you get home, aren't you?
Oh yeah. These nozzles are amazing. I
think that's good.
I have.
Let's do a bunch more lines in here.
Yes.
Huh?
All right, watch your
It's
butt.
okay. I like
Okay.
it.
All right. All right, I'm done. Come out.
I'm out. You're not gonna finish your project?
No, I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours waiting for it to set up.
No, not that. Just make sure all the bubbles are out and stuff. Make sure you don't have anything sticking in it.
I think it looks good.
I think it's fantastic.
All right.
Awesome, you guys. These are so good.
How do I get this sticky
I'm
off
loving
my
them.
hand? Your dad got it all over.
All right, boss fam. What are you guys thinking? You like it? Dad's gonna help you get that off.
Hand me the... Never mind. I'll get it.
All right, perfect, perfect. Let's see.
Back up, honey.
You bet.
Turned out beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, Karen says, Dad and Mom, boss, your daughter has so inspired me. Aww. You guys are awesome. Gorgeous. Thumbs up. Dad, you're the best.
Thank you.
Luciana, thanks again for the great project. You guys rock. Awesome. Sandra got back in time to see them. I'll do some close-ups and then we will sign off here. So let me know if you guys have any more questions as I'm doing the close-ups. Oh, Dad, will you wipe this off the tripod too?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll let him do that real quick first. Growling Cheetah says, you are the bomb and did amazing.
Sorry, the camera's going to jerk around a little bit here for a minute.
You gotta clean it for me.
I got resin all over it, and it's her brand new stand.
And then we're gonna do close-up. So look at this. Look at this. That's so cool. Look how awesome. These are gonna turn out fantastic. So you guys, I will get some close-up pictures of these. And then I will put them on my Instagram. So make sure you guys are following me over there. That's abstractboss.llc. And then, yeah, that's it. So let me look and see if you guys had any questions. Nope, looks like great family project. They're great, amazing, awesome. Growling Cheetah, yay! Woohoo! You are my first donation on live video. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I love it. You're absolutely amazing. You guys are fantastic. All right. I hope you guys are having an amazing New Year's. If you guys have not checked out my motivational video, be sure to check that out. I also have the second installment to the Think and Grow Rich coming up too. coming up, and that'll be live on Instagram. So if you guys are curious about that or just interested in what the heck I have to say about it, then definitely go check it out over there and hit the notifications so you guys don't miss those things. And I think that's it. All right, you guys, Ida says bye. All right, Happy New Year's, everyone.
Art on.
Art on. Happy little cells. Get them